Hey, it's Ubu, and today's video is going to be kind of different. I'm not having a good day, so still going to try to get a video out. I have had too many issues, most of them on my own, pretty much all of them are my fault, on recording my video of the Stray Souls demo. Thankfully, I recorded my mic audio correctly. Um, so I'm going to share my actual final thoughts on the Stray Souls demo, which will play after I'm done talking here. And I'll try to cut some of the gameplay to match sort of what I'm describing. There's no gameplay sound. But yeah, I thought I still wanted to share my thoughts on the demo. It's something I like. I'm having fun playing demos and describing my thoughts on them to hopefully benefit developers, or just to give someone an idea of some critiques they may come across themselves playing the game. And I'm just sharing my honest thoughts. I'm not going after the developers or trying to put their game down or anything rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. These are just my honest critiques of the game, which I hope are taken as constructive criticism. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play that for you now. And I appreciate you watching. So yeah, here we go. Before everyone thinks I'm crazy or I'm just like going after this game, I'm not, okay? My first playthrough of it was just a very interesting experience, and I just wanted to share that with you now because I had so much trouble with the recording. But I will say I like the horror imagery, like the head close up of the face, you know, with the weird eyes, and then the screen like flashing red like it did there at the end. I think that is effective. But it's kind of weird how he's so like jittery and hyper and kind of like animated when he talks, especially there at the end. And then it'll like zoom in for a dialogue choice, and it's like wow, like really dramatic and droning music to like pick a dialogue choice. That's so strange to me. Um, yeah, but like I said, I think the game is kind of taxing. It might need to be a bit more optimized. I don't have like a crappy computer, but some games like this, something about it, man, they're really taxing on the GPU and everything. Because I record with 2 OBS instances as well, so yeah, that's a whole other thing. Anyways, yeah, I think the characters look good. Like at least the main character. I'm not sure. The girl is just kind of there. I mean, maybe if let me try to structure this. Like if we were to play the final game, the official game, and then you start the game from the beginning, of course, you're introduced to characters in a natural way, so where you can like progressively get to know them and understand them as you go. And a demo like this just kind of throws you right in the middle of the narrative wherever we are, and it might be early game, I'm not sure, but like her weird unnatural way of talking, because we don't know who she is, just like, wow, I thought there was a door here. It's just kind of odd to me. It's kind of off-putting. And then we don't really know anything about the main character either. If you read further into the Steam page, it talks about how he's supposed to figure out almost like his lineage. There's something to do with his grandmother at some point, and none of that's in the demo. It's just about, we need to get into a police station. Well, go get some gas. Fight a weird boss event where I don't like the combat necessarily, because I don't like games that lock you into animations when you take damage. Like, I just don't find that necessary. Like, I like that there's a dodge, but in a lot of times I'm trying to use it, especially in my first playthrough. If I get locked into that hit animation, like, you could spam the spacebar and it won't necessarily get you out of extra damage. Like, you get locked into it, and then little guy hits you, animation lock, and then you're trying to dodge, and then the spray from the boss hits you, another animation lock, and I think it breaks the flow of combat to be locked into animations. I think if you were to take damage, maybe have your movement speed reduced slightly, but you could still dodge, like take damage and then immediately dodge afterwards. I think that would make a little bit more sense to having multiple enemies attack you in multiple ways, like melee, ranged, kind of different, projectile attacks. You can anticipate ranged projectile coming at you, even though you've just taken a melee hit from another enemy. I think that would be like risk reward, or at least give you some sort of out and not being locked into animations. I think being animation locking is like terrible for combat in games, and that's just my opinion. I don't think it's like the biggest deal in this demo. Like, it's like combat obviously isn't the main focus, but it is showcased here, and I think that's an important aspect. I think that might need some fine tuning. And I think other than that, it just needed a little bit more narrative. Reading a couple of notes about a missing girl, I don't think it just tells me anything about the. This doesn't really sell me on the official game necessarily. I like the way it looks. I think it has potential. I like the horror elements, like I said, where like the jump scare kind of things they were doing. I like the droning music. I like the music on the main menu. Even the music on the end of demo screen earlier, where it showed like the lady's face and stuff peeking around the corner, very reminiscent of Silent Hill. Even the sound effects of clicking here on the main menu is very reminiscent of Silent Hill. I like that inspiration showing. Because I think a lot of games say, like, inspired by Silent Hill, and you're like, where? I don't see it. But anyways, like I said, I'm not, like, trying to put this game up on an impossible to achieve pedestal in terms of what my complaints or my critiques are. I'm just voicing what I saw in this demo, and I wouldn't say this is necessarily the strongest attempt at a demo. I think it's decent. I think it's okay. It's very short, and I don't think short demos are a bad thing necessarily, but as long as they have enough substance to make me go, oh, I want to see more of that in the demo, or in the official game, excuse me. And I'm not sure what I would see more of in the official game other than some of the horror elements. And this main menu is really bizarre. I'm sorry. It's kind of funny, but it's just really weird. But maybe I'll do some more reading into the game and its development, and I might understand why some choices were made that were shown here. But like I said, I watched John Wolf play the other, like, first demo of the game, and it was a lot more involved in terms of what you could explore and what monster types you were fighting and stuff. And I could have a false memory of how good that demo was, but I never played it. But anyways, yeah, I think that's all the points I wanted to make. And I'd like to see this do well. Like, I want this game, I want all games to succeed, really. I think it's good for everybody. People put a lot of hard work into this, but just sharing my initial thoughts on the demo. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Have you played this demo? And do you agree or disagree with some of my points? I'd like to hear what you're thinking. And I'll leave some links in the pinned comment below so you can go check it out for yourself and check out their Twitter if you're interested in that. So yeah, that's all I got to say about it, really. Not too bad, but could use some work. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.